Good evening. I am back. I already went and did all the things that I need to do today, but I'm back. So I just got done visiting my mother and we went out to her ranch and now we're back. So, hey, and so I was coming back to do a video on why y'all see the title. I know y'all mad. I know them trolls are hating. Only poor people marry for love, and that's just so true. Um Now, if let me fix my hair. If you have money and love is an added bonus, great. But only poor people really just marry for that temporary in love feeling. You know what I mean? Most people marry for status. They marry up. They marry into money. They marry to keep money, etc., etc. They marry to merge families with money. They marry up out of poverty, but they never, you know, want to marry for love if they want to keep money or gain money or marry into money. So when I say marrying for love is for the poor, it's literally true because if you don't have any prospects, if you're not around any people of status, if you're just marrying the person that lives closest to you because you don't have a car, or you just making babies with the person down the block because you don't have a car, you know, if you don't have any prospects and you're not, the type of woman that wants more in life, you'll just marry the first cute face, and you're not thinking long term. Yeah, okay, thank you. So you'll just marry for love. And then when that guy starts, not being able to live up to the things that you need, then you wake up. And once you wake up, you're like, dang, I get it now. I married for love and now I'm stuck. And I really don't even love this person anymore because they're sorry. So start thinking ahead. Just picture your person that you're all in love with in about 10 years and where will they be? Will they be paying for you or will you still be working? This is how you need to think about it. Because I know there's a lot of young girls out here who still are like, oh, what about love? Yes, love is great in high school and in college, but then when you get into the real world, you're going to have to get smart. Okay. It's not about that anymore. That's great if it's an added bonus, but that's not what it's about. That's not the only reason you marry somebody. Okay. That's like saying the only reason you take a job is because it's right around the corner from your house. But what if it doesn't pay enough to cover your bills? What if it's not a good job for you because you're not good at it? You know, if you're only going to choose something for one reason, then that's silly. Most people weigh their pros and cons before making a major decision such as marriage or, spending a large amount of time in a relationship. So it has to be more than that. Can love be practical? Okay, here's the thing with practical, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm talking to the guys here. The woman will start off practical because A, she either is in love, B, she doesn't know any better. Then down the line, she's going to start seeing other women have nicer things, being able to stay home, having nice cars, and then she's going to want more eventually. you know so then that's why most couples divorce over money. Okay, that's why most couples that married for love or married for trying to be Bob the Builder, that's why they divorce over money, because that's what they forgot to talk about that before they got married. They forgot that that was like probably very important. So they end up getting divorced, they fall out of love, the woman wants more, the man is mediocre, and love is not enough anymore. Okay, that's the straight up number one reason that couples divorce is because of money. The women are going to mature and want more out of life. After 25, the woman is going to want to decorate. She's going to want a house. She's going to want to buy furniture. She's going to want to have a baby. She's going to want to raise the baby. She's not going to want to work anymore. She's going to want to go on vacations. And then what? If your paycheck can't afford her those luxuries, she's going to start to resent you every day more and more. And if she has to pay for most of it, or any of it, she's going to not respect you more and she will fall out of love. So that's why I said marrying for love is for poor people. You either end up poor or you argue about money and divorce and end up poor. So the best thing you can do is look at the person's financial first and foremost. I spoke to a lady this evening, or no, this morning, and she's from, I'm not sure if it's Nigeria, but she was telling me in her country, pay. The men pay, the women stay home, they don't work. That's the traditional way. And she came to America, and her American friends were telling her, oh, in America, the women work, and, it's not like back home. So I'm like, well, that's not true for all women. Yeah. So now that she's found my channel, she wants to go back to not being able to pay bills. And she got her man to pay her bills. But now she wants more out of life. She wants him to do better. And he's not able to provide her the type of life that she is used to, or that she once was used to. So she's not happy. She's not happy. Okay. So she's trying to find a way out of that relationship that she's in, because he's not a provider. So her eyes are open, trying to upgrade. Okay. And, the guy has no clue. And women, you should never tell a man that you're getting ready to upgrade on him. You just make your moves, because don't ever start off in a relationship um, only for love. Go for what you want first. Okay. Yeah, that's how y'all do it in Africa. Good. A lot of the hoteps over here are always saying, "Oh, in Africa, it's the woman does this and the woman does that." Yeah, but she don't work either. Okay, so she has time to do all that. So all I know, what's a hotep? It's a dusty. It's a conscious dusty, or a semi-conscious dusty. So what I'm saying is, don't get caught up in this whirlwind. Oh, I'm in love feeling. Get caught up in, where will we be in 10 year feeling? Like, are we going to be in a shack, or are we going to be in a nice place? Are we going to be overran with, you know, bills, or are we going to be living comfortably, not worrying about what we're spending? You know, um, so make sure you're not marrying only for love. Make sure there's more to it. Make sure you're not going to be arguing about money and who's going to go to work and who's not. Make sure you're not going to argue about that before you even get to the marriage talk. Okay. So you want to marry for love and money. Well, one of them is going to eventually run out, right? One will run out before the other, and you know which one that is, right? And when I love and in love are two different things. So the in love feeling will wear out probably before the money will. Okay. So make sure you understand that. Is a marriage supposed to be 50-50? No, no, it's not. Because in the marriage vows, if you listen to the marriage vows very carefully, it is supposed to be the man provides and protect for the woman. You know, that's why the father walks the bride down the aisle, because he's responsible for her and always. And then he hands her over to the groom, who is now responsible for the daughter and always, including financial. Okay. So I know a lot of modern feminist and, views, or a woman can earn just as much as a man. Yes. But There are still options. If a woman chooses not to work, she shouldn't have to go to work. Women were fighting for the option, not the absolute. Okay. Women in the 60s were fighting for the option to work, not the absolute, all or nothing. Okay. So when you guys start talking about, we all fight to work and have equal rights, yes, women did fight for that option, darling. Just like you still have the option to vote as a woman. You don't have to, it's not mandatory. Okay. It is an option. The option is there. Okay. So when you guys start to talk about things like, oh, well, you fought for rights, you're going to have to pull your weight and it's 50-50 over here and I'm not paying for no woman. Okay. You're the exact reason why those women fought for rights to work because you weren't doing enough. She could run circles around you and you weren't motivated. You were not doing enough. So she wanted to get out and do something, and you were not, a lot of men were not cutting it, you know. So they were like, well, let me go and try. I bet I can earn 10 times as much money as this person I'm supposed to depend on. So, you know, I understand why some women wanted to do that and needed the option to do that. But now that we have options, you know, and we can work or not work, and we can marry for love or for money or for both, those options, you know, turn into lifelong decisions. So when you have lifelong decisions made and you are married for more than just love, it lasts longer. You ever notice people that don't really marry for being in love last a lot longer? They have a purpose, a plan, goals. They stay married forever. They don't ever divorce. It don't even matter what happened. They still together. Look at Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. They did not care. Okay. So you have to think in these terms. Okay. So if you get up into the wealthy society, when they go and look for a spouse, they're not look like, especially the women. The women are not looking for love. Look at housewives. Okay. Go look at any housewife show. They when they go out and they have all that weave and makeup on and boobs and stuff, that's not for love. You know what that's for? They don't get all cute for love. They get cute for money. Okay. Exactly. This is not for you. This is for your money. And I'm just being honest. Okay. Because it, right? We don't do all of this for love. Okay. We do it for money. And that is the truth. Okay. So don't think like guys think, well, women get up and they put on makeup and do all this stuff for us. Yes, da, 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 da. No, we do it for your money. Okay. Like J Lo said, dinero, 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 dinero. We do it for this money. And I know it seems shallow. I know, you know, love is lost. I know all of that. But honestly, if you really think about it, your family will stay together longer and be stronger if you marry for more than just love, you know? Because I know people that, you know, got married for love or got into a relationship for love and now they hate each other and they're, you know, they're not living the life that they wanted to live. So make sure your dad always said you can't live on love. Exactly. You can't live on it. You can only feel it temporarily until that feeling of infatuation wears off. Okay. So relationships are hard enough. Add financial problems to it, and it is toxic. True. It is true. That's so true. Um, so now that we've gotten that out the way, why don't we talk about some other things. So if y'all want me to discuss something, throw it out there. Kitty. How do you get your makeup to last so long? Um, I have like a finishing spray, and I sometimes I retouch it. But if you buy like really good products, they're mostly long lasting. Um, if you get a good setting powder, what's love got to do with it exactly? Okay, so come on, kitty. I don't have any food. What's my view on colorism or racism in beauty? I think beauty is within, which means within yourself. If you think you look good, you look good. Okay. If you don't think you look good, that's your personal choice. Yes, the media can put certain images in front of you, but it is your free will and choice to also reject them or accept them. It's your choice, you know. Um, it is what it is. I'm not in charge of media. I'm not a man. All I know is that a lot of men like all different skin types. Go where you're wanted. That's what I say. Come on, kitty. Oh my gosh. This cat, I promise you. Is 80K per year enough for a man starting out? Okay, how old is this man and do you plan to have kids with him? And what is his career? Is it going to grow? Because that's not enough if you want children. Okay. Shira, refute what? Shira, refute more of the false argument Dusty's make to bring us down. Okay. This cat is going to knock the camera. No, kitty. No, kitty. Um, Men who are not able to get on your level, who don't meet your standards, will try to bring your standards down because they want to have access to you. Okay. They use every tactic. They use guilt. They use you've hit the wall. They use you have kids. They use your age. They use that you're just a woman. They use all this crap. Hi, kitty. Yet they're trying to bring your standards down because they can't get up there where you already are. Okay. So, in order for them to be able to even get your attention, they have to put you down. So, you have to try to prove yourself to them, which is just using reverse psychology. You have to lower your standards because now you think they're too high to even get a man. Of course. I mean, they just bamboozled you. They're not too high. Most men like the challenge. The ones who don't like the challenge are the ones that are not going to benefit you anyway. So you don't need to listen to them. You basically just need to say, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm not for you. Guess we're not a pair. I guess we're not a match. Just send them on their way nicely. Oh, well, that's too bad. I guess we're not going to be a match. Do never take your standards down when a man asks you to, because that means he can't get up there with you. So we're just not going to be compatible. Yes. How do we find your level up group? Oh, you have to write me on Facebook. Just go to my YouTube channel page, click that Facebook icon, and write me instant messenger. Then ask about it. Um, this cat's sitting here taking a bath. Okay. The rich men statistics you gave us yesterday destroyed the Dusties. Exactly. Should we tell all outright to potential husband that we need and want? If y'all are in a relationship and y'all are past the point of, serious dating and now it's come to this, what are we going to do next, in our relationship, start discussing it right then and there. Okay? This cat is a diva. What do you think about biracial couples? My husband is black. I think that in the future, most couples probably will be, um, at least 50%. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's probably um, just going to keep growing. It is what it is. So you notice that masculine women can't find a man. Right. It's hard because they're not able to attract masculine energy because they already have masculine energy. So they'll only attract feminine energy men, and then those men will leave them anyway because you know, they're not going to be what they really want. Um, what's a good age for? Okay, y'all. I'm not going to answer any more age questions. Y'all already know what I say about age. Any manifesting tips for older men? You just have to be younger, and they just have to be much older. If you don't entertain anything else, that's basically it. You was engaged to a cheap, stingy attorney. You broke it off with him, and he is now married to a 50-50 lady. She went back to work after their baby was 2 weeks old. So happy you left him. Good for you. I know she's mad she married him. Yes. When James and I were dating, I think on the third year, I told him, well, I wasn't working anyway, but I told him, I was like, when we get married, um, this is how it's gonna be, right? The same way, right? Ain't nothing gonna change. It's like, sure. So I did that, and it was known. Yes, the same. So that's why you have to discuss it when you're in the relationship, and you're getting ready to head for marriage. Yes, you discuss it then. But there's no reason to discuss it if you're not even heading there. So you advise women to date older. However, with the royal wedding, Meghan was older. Are there exceptions? Um, Megan was older, yes, but she was beautiful and he looked older. And they were two different. She was from America and he was from the UK, and he's royalty. She basically got him, seduced him, and just really ran game on him. Okay. It's different. But of course, there's always exceptions to the rule, but that is not the majority. I'm not going to sit here and make videos on that because it's silly. Because I mean, yes, she got her man, but that's not what's going to happen to everybody. They're not going to get the same type of age man with that type of money. He didn't earn that money. Okay, he was born into that. Okay, so there's not going to be too many 33-year-olds that were born into money walking around for you to take advantage of because they have emotional issues and mental issues. Okay. But if you can figure out how to do it, go ahead. Right? So make sure, yes, this cat's crazy, I'm telling you. So anyway, yes, you have a black cat. Y'all, isn't cat litter expensive now? Shoot. This cat. Yes, it is. Yes. So I feel like if you're going to marry, make sure you do it for the right reason. And that right reason being logical reasons and financial reasons. That way you don't end up in divorce over money because you didn't plan ahead. Okay. But what do you do when you're not sexually attracted to a well off older man? Well, see, okay, here's the thing. There's some women who are not thinking correctly. Like your sexual attraction is to someone who's poor. So let's just think about this for a second. Or let's just think about this. Your sexual attraction is to someone who can't do anything for you. Let's just think about this for 1 second. Your sexual attraction is to people that aren't going to do anything for you. Why? Ask yourself why. If your sexual attraction is to someone who can't do one damn thing for you but sleep with you, then that means your mind is easy to control. That means you think about your physical pleasures before anything else. That means you're not disciplined. Okay. So when I say that you're not disciplined, it means that when it came down to it, if you had to choose between hmm, an old billionaire and a cute prison bae, you would choose the cute prison bae and be broke. Okay. So to me, if a dusty man can sleep with a woman he does not find attractive to have a place to sleep at night, for him to pay for her to pay his bills, you know, um, for to get that car down payment, if he can do that, why can't you do it for permanent, longer, more extravagant lifestyle? Okay. You know what? There are some people that only get turned on by people with money, and I forget what it's called. There's some name for it. Um, uh, there's a name for it. I'm gonna look it up. What is this called? Paraphilias. Mhm. Money. Hold on. So a lot of I need to look at it. Digginphilia. Yeah, there's actually um a name for it, but I forgot what it was. Anyway, oh, Timophilia. Timophilia. Exactly. Girl Flakes World. Yes. Timophilia. I have timophilia. Okay. I like you can have all the muscles and baby oil on you want and shaved up beard and arched eyebrows you want, but that's not gonna do nothing for me. I need you could be old and wrinkly and in a suit driving a nice car, and that's what I want. Okay. That's power. That's what turns a grown woman on, okay? Because she knows she's gonna go to islands, vacations, be pampered, get massages, have nannies, okay? Have maids. That is a turn on. Do you literally understand that some women only get turned on by money. Some get turned on by muscles. But think about the type of kids you're going to breed. You know, if you have children with a Dusty versus somebody that's got their life together, financially stable, or making a lot of money. Imagine the differences between those type of children that you're going to be raising. Okay, imagine um, the type of minds that they will have versus the type of minds that the ones you went just for the looks will have. And if think about this, if you have a man that looks really good, how many other women do you think are also attracted to him on a daily basis? So please, you guys, what if you're not sexually attracted to an older, wealthier man? Then something is wrong with you. I'm just gonna say it straight up. Your mind ain't right. Hit your head, rattle it up. What are you doing? Because you're gonna come back here in 4 years and be like, I had a man and he had money, but I was stupid. I was a pick me back then, and I want to date somebody with abs, or I want to date somebody who I was sexually attracted to. Okay, they're gonna hit it and quit it about 2 times, and then you're gonna lose your old man with some money. And now you got eviction notice. Mhm. If you're not attracted to men with money, something is wrong with you. You need to grow up a little bit more. Okay? Because you can go to the prison right now and have your pick of good looking men. Go have your pick. You can go and marry one of them. They won't cheat on you. Maybe not with another woman anyway. Sure, why don't our fathers tell us this? Because they're not wealthy and they don't want to make themselves look bad. You know. Some fathers do, though. Some women's fathers tell them, "Don't bring home no scrub. Bring home something that's gonna, benefit you." So I know a lot of guys do. Um, you said prisons are diseased and bacteria infected. Yeah. So what do you think about women who smoke weed? I don't like it. Y'all already know how I feel about that. It's not classy. Um, mhm. Some women don't listen to their parents' advice. I know you have to hear it from someone else to actually really believe it, or you're gonna have to go experience something and say, "Oh, my mom was right." Mhm. My ringtone on my father's phone is money, power, respect. Exactly. Okay. So, yes. So I feel that if you're marrying or if you're not attracted to certain men because they're not young and, you know, as good looking as they probably used to be or maybe was, just think about it. Maybe at that young age, they weren't wealthy either and they couldn't give you anything but a baby and then bounce, you know? So don't think about it like that. Think about it like, oh, okay, if I date this man, I'm just going to lay in the bed for about however long it takes us to do whatever we need to do. He's going to lie to me, probably cheat on me because he's so good looking that every girl wants him. Or I can have the life of luxury over here with this man, and that's going to give me everything. Hmm. I'm not attracted to the old guy. I'm going to go with the broke guy. That makes zero sense. That's only poverty mind. I'm telling you, that is poverty mind. Look at all the beautiful housewives that are out there. You know, their husbands are mostly ugly or older. Every housewife over here, their husband is either a lot older or a lot uglier. Okay, go to the suburbs and look at the couples. It's not paired off like beautiful, beautiful man, beautiful woman. It's not paired off like that. It's the man has a nice house. The woman stays home. The man has a good job. The man has nice cars. The mom has a nice car. I mean, the wife has a nice car. The kids have a mom. You know, they probably have a little maid or whatever. But this is how it is. You don't see two, you know, perfect looking beings together. The woman already knows she gonna have to marry someone that she's probably wouldn't have been attracted to in high school or in college. That's what those years are for. Go get it out of your system, right? Because when you see those cute, fine guys in about 10 years, they're gonna be bald with a big beer belly and about 5 kids. Okay. So don't get caught up in looks. That's not what it's about. The lady I spoke to earlier from Nigeria, she told me her story, and she said that it's normal for women to date older men in Africa. Is the norm because they have something and they can take care of you. She said it's the norm. It's not seen as crazy. Okay. What do you think about hiring help? I think it's a great idea because I ain't finna do half of that stuff. Mhm. Why are good looking guys always broke? Because they don't have to work. They're young. Most good looking guys are young. Okay. And they can get women to do things for them. So they never really have to go to work. You know, they can get away with more. The pick me will take care of them. So of course they're not going to be as ambitious as this dude over here who's not the best looking guy because he knows he got to go to work if he wants some a woman, if he wants attention, if he wants to own something, if he wants power, if he wants to have his pick of women, he got to go to work. He got to level up in his career. He has to become, powerful. He doesn't have time to look in the mirror. Okay, he doesn't have time to look in the mirror or try to find pick me chicks to take care of him. He has to go to work. Okay, he's trying to go get it so he can have his choice. I told my sister this guy doesn't have any money not to date him, and she told me mind my business. Okay, girl. That's not what you tell someone who doesn't have money. Just like start inviting them out to nice places that they can't afford with your date. Bring your rich date and double invite them out into an expensive place and see if they can go or not. Or when the bill comes, watch their face and watch her get embarrassed. Okay. Like, oh, would you like to go to brunch with us on Sunday? It's gonna be at this is rooftop, whatever, whatever. Okay. Oh, it's valet parking too, so don't forget to get cash. $20 for the valet, maybe 10, depending on where you are. Um, Menu, nothing is under $26. Okay. Mimosas. Okay, the bill comes, it's like $100 to $200. Oh, what are you gonna do? Oh, when your man and your date pays for everything because he sees them struggling to figure out who's gonna pay, she will understand. Okay, you have to show them my man trumps your man. Okay, that dude is gonna feel inferior and emasculated, and your friend will totally understand what you've been saying. That's what I would do. Like, go ahead and invite him somewhere. You're right, girl. Bring your man. You know what? You love him. He's good with me. Bring your man. Let's have a double date. Okay. They're gonna order like water and a salad. Um, so don't even think about it. How to get over being mad at yourself for being easy in the past. Um, just think about the great lesson you learned that you will never repeat it, and it was necessary for you to never do it again. Necessary for you to do so that you could learn your lesson. Okay, because there's something better out there. And if you hadn't done that with that person, you might mess up and do it with the person that is probably going to be with you or a good choice for you. So it's a good thing you already got it out of the way. That's how you need to look at it. You don't beat yourself up for it. You say that was preparation for the next dude that I come in contact with so I don't mess up again. That's how you got to look at it. Um, why does America have such strong pick me culture? Because a lot of the women are more masculine than the men now because they were forced to be, and the men are more feminine. So it's kind of like they've switched roles, and they wonder why relationships don't really work out because they're repelling each other. You know, a man attracts feminine energy and a woman attracts masculine energy, but when they have too much masculine energy, they repel masculine energy. So it just doesn't work. It might work temporarily to sleep with you, but then after that, it's just going to keep repelling itself. Like, no, you're too masculine. You're the man. I'm the man. No, I'm the man. No, I'm the man. No, I'm the man. Then guess what? They just break up. And pick me culture and dusty culture will only um, make women more feminine, I mean, more masculine and men more feminine. That's why it needs to stop it needs to be reversed. Otherwise, you're going to be taking care of a grown man and you're going to be a sugar mama. Okay. So don't perpetuate it any longer. Yes, it's good to have your own money, but it's not good to spend your own money. Okay. Yes, it's good to save your own money, but it's not good to pay for your own dinner if you're a woman and you sleeping with somebody. Yes, it's good to have a man, but it's not good to pay the bills if he's in that house with you. Yes, it's good to always have a backup plan, a career, a trade, some type of training to earn money in the future just in case. But that doesn't mean it's to take care of him or help him build anything. That's for you. Okay. So make sure you understand that. And, a lot of these ladies that get tricked into marrying for love and then they get left later on in life, after Bob the Builder, um, things happen. They learn. They learn, you know. Forget that. I'm going for the money now. Okay. So I used to not want to look like I needed any man. Okay. Well, that's what's being programmed into women. Like, I don't need a man because they've been taught that the man is going to use them or mistreat them. So money and career is the substitute for, being used by a man. That's what it was. Most women wanted to be, um, you know, high up in the career, earning money because they did not want to be used or abused by any man. And that was part of their justification for not needing a man or wanting a man. But then when they thought about it, okay, well now I want babies. Now I want to have a man. But I need a man on my level. But they did not ever take into consideration that a man on your level is going to be your competition. And a man does not want to marry a competition, So you're going to have to either marry way higher up or lie about what you do and how much you earn because no man is going to marry their competition. Um, we think that these guys that have more money and have lots of, status and career, they're going to be more civilized, less likely to hurt you. And that's probably true. But they're going for the 22, 23, 24-year old who's sitting at somebody's desks or, office taking messages because they're not competition. Okay. So it's like a circle. You can't win, you can't lose unless you lie. That's why I always tell people don't tell them everything, don't tell them the truth, and watch how different you get treated. A lot of women were coming to me saying, "Well, I can't get date two. I can't get date two." I said, "Well, did you talk about your career?" Yes. Don't talk about your career anymore. Stop talking about it. But no, just shut up. Tell them you're a receptionist. Guess what? It worked. He's paying bills now. He's got, I'm on, we're a couple now. Da 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 da. I was like, see, I told you. Um, that one thing cannot, can get you scratched off the list. That one thing. And that's just what it is. You know, it's not your fault. It's not their fault. It's just masculine energy repels masculine energy. That's all that is. That's science. Why can't a man accept a woman as his equal? And how come a man can't just have a woman that makes a good career too? And da 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 da. Because if she can do the exact same thing as he can do as far as money, who pays when you go out on a date? Who like this, does he pay if you make as much money? If he does pay, he doesn't get the same satisfaction out of it as he would pay for a receptionist. You know why? Because she's more grateful and it's special to her versus, oh, I eat there every day or I eat there every week. She may have never been to that restaurant before. That was impressive to her. So that's why it's very hard to for some women to date on their same level of men because the men don't get the satisfaction out of the dating as much as they would if they were dating someone a little bit lesser than them. Okay. So that's what it is. And the woman doesn't feel, you know, as much of a prize either. I love this movement. Yes. A successful woman doesn't feel like they're much of a prize because think about if you've been to every five-star restaurant, I mean, where can he take you? He's going to have to take you out of town to Vegas or something and he might not have time to do all that. He might not be able to impress you on the level that you need to be impressed because you're so used to certain things. So all of a sudden he loses interest in you because you don't look like you're having fun, you know. So you have to either date way up here or gonna have to lie about what you do. Okay. I found out this mother flower is cheating and I haven't confronted him. I'm heated but want to be smart. Okay. If someone has cheated on you, act like okay. You got to call their bluff. You have to milk them for things. You have to say, baby, where were you? And like say, where were you on this day and that day? And what were you doing? And how come you didn't answer your phone? He's gonna get nervous because he knows where he was. That's when you hit him. Oh, you know what? I need $500 or I need some money to go to do something. Ask him right after you ask him where he was. Ask him for some money. So it's either he gives you the money to get you to go away or he has to answer the question. Okay. Get some money out of it. Then you can bust him later, but get you some money first, child. And don't do it ugly. Go look really good. Put yourself on, put your makeup, get your boobs puffed out. Look like you're getting ready to go out. Okay. Then you ask him about it. Like, oh, you know what? Don't look like you're about to bust and say, I tried to call you. Where were you? Or, can I see your phone for a second? Or mine is charging. I need to look up something on Google or whatever. If he's hesitant to give you his phone, it's like, oh, you know what? Can I could you give me like this much money or blah 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 because I need to go and get a new outfit for da da da. Which one he gonna do? Okay, so distract him and let him try to wiggle out of it by giving you what you're asking for right then and there. If it comes down to him saying no to both, if he says no, you can't have my phone. No, I don't have no $500. Say okay, well you don't have $500 or you don't have whatever. Well then let me borrow your card or give me your ATM card or whatever, or give me this or give me that. Um, well, I don't want to do that. I said, oh, you don't. Oh, okay. Well, so where were you again? That time, and can I see your phone? I need to Google something real quick. Do it again. Give him one more chance. If he says no, then you bust him and you tell him, look, if you want to have an open relationship, you just need to say something. You know, because I have guys asking me out daily. What do you mean open relationship? I'm gonna let you sit here and think about that. I'll be back. Then walk out and go have fun. Go meet you a couple dudes. Okay, but you gotta handle it calm. You can't get upset. You gotta make him think you know you're fine with it because you have so many options lined up and you're about to go out right now and blow off some steam. Okay. He's gonna give you that money and apologize profusely and beg you to take him back, where you can then make your more demands. Okay, well, I'm only taking you back if you start paying my bills. There you go. I'm not coming back unless you paying all these bills. So get what you want right then and there. That's going to be your best time to get anything. Everything that you've been having trouble with, ask him for it right then and there.
The TV's not working.
I know. I'm live right now. I'll be there. Just watch here. You can watch my phone. Is your phone charged? You're gonna have to put it on HD. Is it plugged up? Maybe it's broken. It's not broken. They just don't know how to work the remote. So, quick recap: only poor people marry for love. It's a poverty mindset to only marry for love because that's going to wear off. And number one reason for divorce is, arguing over money. So be smart and marry for more than just love. Hi, kitty. Mm-hmm. Can't be masculine. Yup. Kitty boo. Find the TV, plug it up, unplug it, and plug it up. When you've been raised a pick me and spent your whole life giving and doing for others, how do you